big hair trying to be a star. But the crowd wanted boots and a southern drawl, so she bought a hat and said, y'all. She's gone country, switched her song, talks about trucks and where she's from. Left the city, found a draw. Now she's twanging hard at the Opry Hall. She ain't lonely, she ain't blue, just found a way to break on through. She's all in for country, and country's all in too. He was playing jazz in a New York dive, slick black suit barely getting by. Now he's wearing boots and jeans with holes, singing about whiskey and old dirt roads. He's gone country, ditched the sax, got a dobro and a Stetson hat. No more city smoking neon lights. He's moonshine picking every Friday night. He ain't broke, he ain't new, just found a style that pays it too. He's all in for country, and country's all in too. They're line dancing in LA, even hipsters talking hay. From the boardroom to the band, everybody's got a fiddle in their hand. We've gone country, coast to coast, from sushi bars to grits and toast. You want the charts, you know what to do. Throw on a drawl and some cowboy boots. It's the trend, it's the glue, it's the Nashville way to break on through. We're all in for country, and country's all in too. Truck, got a little dog, got a little house made out of wood and log, got a little porch and a squeaky swing, but it don't take much to make my heart sing. It's the simple things, the tiny stuff, cup of joe and a little bit of love. Don't need much, just a place to be, the ones I love sitting next to me. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of rain, a little bit of crazy in my little brain. Life don't need to be big and bold. The simple things are solid gold. Got a little job, pays just fine, got a little break around lunchtime, got a little kiss from my sweet wife, and a little more joy in this simple life. It's the simple things, the tiny stuff, cup of joe and a little bit of love. Don't need much, just a place to be, with the ones I love sitting next to me. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of rain, a little bit of crazy in my little brain. Life don't need to be big and bold. The simple things are solid gold. Yeah, the simple things are solid gold. Yeah, the simple things lungs are solid gold.
There's a photo framed in Mama's hall, taken in June round Grandpa's stall. Daddy smiles and Mama beams, and I'm that kid with skinned up jeans. But off to the side, not quite in line, is my big brother hat pushed behind. No spotlight grin, no polished shirt, just quiet eyes behind the dirt. The quiet one in the photo there was always first to fix, last to care. He didn't speak unless it meant more than noise or compliment. While others posed in morning glow, he held the weight in the photo I know. He hauled the hay when no one looked. He patched my back but never took a single word for what he gave. Just pass me that or you'll be brave. The quiet one in the photo there was always first to fix, last to care. He didn't speak unless it meant more than noise or compliment. While others posed in morning glow, he held the weight in the photo I know. We lost him young, without much sound, but still he walks that patch of ground. The quiet one in the photo there still makes me stand, still makes me stare. They all recall the baby's face. I see the soul who held our place. He ain't in focus, ain't full show, but he's the one I still carry from that photo.
Or a limousine, just an old Ford truck and some faded jeans. But if you want stars, I'll lasso a few and hang them in your window just for you. My love's bigger than the sky is blue, stronger than coffee and morning dew. It in a bow and watch you smile. You can have the sun, you can have the moon, if you just keep loving this old fool. My love's bigger than the sky for you. I ain't got stocks or a mansion view, but I can build a porch, just me and you, with the radio playing our favorite tune, and dancing barefoot under a country moon. My love's bigger than the sky is blue, stronger than coffee and morning dew. You want the world, I'll paint it white, wrap it in a bow and watch you smile. You can have the sun, you can have the moon, if you just keep loving this old fool. My love's bigger than the sky for you. sky is white, deeper than the creek in July. I'll give you every part of me, from my boots to my melody. You can have the sun, you can have the moon, if you just keep loving this old fool. Yeah, my love's bigger than the sky for you.
A single look from her hazel eyes told me truth no words could disguise. Her smile lit up the darkest night, turned my wrongs into something right. No need for riches, no need for chance. She gave me the world in a glance. We sat on porches at twilight's fall, sipped sweet tea beneath the garden wall. One glance from her was all I need to know our hearts would always lead. Though time may shift and seasons dance, I still hold her world in a glance. She gave me the world in a glance, a promise made in an instant chance. When days grow cold and nights grow long, I close my eyes and feel her strong. No treasure could replace that romance. She gave me the world in a glance. Some chase fame, some chase gold, but her eyes were stories untold. In her gaze I found my home, a place where love could freely roam. She gave me the world in a glance, a love so true, a timeless dance. When life moves on and dreams advance, I still live in that world in a glance. No matter how far fate may prance, her gift remains in one glance.
My coffee strong and my bourbon neat, a jukebox crying and a front row seat to the kind of song that cuts real deep. But everything I love won't let me sleep. Yeah, all my favorite sins are wearing me down, from the neon lights to this old town. She left a scar and a lipstick stain. Now even sweet tea tastes like pain. favorite sins. I've got a Bible that I barely read, and a pack of smokes, that's all I need. I swore her name off last July, but it still slips out when I'm feeling high. Yeah, all my favorite sins are wearing me down, from the neon lights to this old town. She left a scar and a lipstick stain. Now even sweet tea tastes like pain. Tried giving them up, but I just give in to all my favorite sins. A man like me don't mean no harm, just chasing ghosts with southern charm. All my favorite sins keep knocking back. One more round and I'm off track. I could quit, yeah, I've heard that line, but I kinda like losing all the time. So pour me another and let it begin with all my favorite sins.
She wore an apron stained with years, knee-deep in dirt, but never tears. With every seed her fingers laid, a silent kind of prayer was prayed. She knew the rain, she knew the sun, she trusted both and what they'd done. Beans and okra, corn in line, tomatoes red by God's design. But it wasn't just the crops that grew, it was the soul she stitched right through. Between each row, her love would show a harvest far beyond we know. There was grace in her garden rows, more than all the church folk know. With calloused hands and faith so wide, taught us how to walk with pride. No fancy words, just dirt and time, but she raised hearts like climbing vines. There was grace in her garden rose. The soul remembers every prayer, each morning song she whispered there. Now I plant where she once stood, still hoping to grow something good. There was grace in her garden rose, where the holy wind still softly blows. I kneel today like she once did, and thank the Lord for how just Mama's graves in her garden rows. Coffee brews in the morning hush. Rain taps the roof in a gentle rush. I reach for a cup, but stop midway. Your ghost still walks this house each day. The window fogs as the kettle sings, and there you are in the little things. Your outlines drawn in foggy glass, like time itself refused to pass. Trace it slow with trembling hand, remembering when you'd make your stand. With apron tie, a quiet grace, now steam recalls your smiling face. In the steam on the window pane, and quiet echoes that still remain, in Sunday hums and soft good morn, in dew on fields and clothes once worn. I wipe the glass, but she don't go. She's in the steam, and I still know. There's no more sound of slippers near, no whisper low that says I'm here. But when that glass begins to glow, I see her there from long ago. No frame, no photo can replace the misted glimpse of love and grace. She's in the steam on the window wide. She walks with me, though time has lied. And every breath that fogs that glass is one more chance to hold the past. No need for words, no need for show. She's in the steam, and I still know. She'd kneel by the bedside at the break of dawn, hands folded tight, her eyes drawn on, her whisper soft like morning dew. Thank you, Jesus, for seeing us through. I watched her lips move word by word, learning faith in a voice I'd heard. Her Bible-worn ribbon markers placed by every promise she had embraced. She never preached with fancy art, but every night she gave me heart. She said, son, let God lead the way. And that's how I learned to pray. She taught me how to pray when words fell short, to call on Him in every hurt. Her faith was strong in every phrase, a gentle guide through life's maze. When darkness comes or hope can stray, I close my eyes and kneel each day. She taught me how to pray. Now when I bow in silent plea, it's her voice echoing inside of me. No need for show, no need for fame, just a whispered name and faith unchanged. Through every trial, come what may, I lean on lessons she gave that day. Some say faith is just a word, but she showed me what true hope inferred. It's in her tears, it's in her grace, found in that quiet, sacred place. She taught me how to pray through every fear. Her whispered love still lingers here. When life moves on and trials play, I kneel and find her voice each day. No matter where my feet may stray, I find my strength, for she taught me how to pray. She said love would be like the movies, all roses, dances and dreams. But the credits don't roll when the tears start to fall, and not every ending redeems. 'Cause here in the real world, hearts don't always mend. Sometimes the story just don't make sense. There ain't no magic kiss at midnight. Sometimes a good guy don't win the fight, and happily ever after's just a tale they tell. Yeah, love's not a fairy tale. Here in the real world, I gave her time, I gave her space. I wrote her songs she'll never play, but you can't hold on to someone gone. No matter the words happily ever afters, just a tale they sell. 'Cause love ain't no fairy tale here in the real world. I saw his name in Sunday's page, third row down, same quiet stage. No warning note, no final call, just silence hanging in the hall. We always said, let's grab a beer, talk about the fish, the wives of years. But life kept pulling left and right. Now all that's left is not tonight. I thought we had more time to laugh, to mend, to sit out back like way back friends. I thought we'd meet next 4th of July and joke about how years just fly. But time don't knock, don't drop a line. And now I'm here, wishing we had more time. His ball cap still hangs at the store. His coffee ring still stains the floor. The clerk said he was just in here. Now all that's left is emptier. I thought we had more time to laugh, to mend, to sit out back like way back friends. I thought we'd meet next 4th of July and joke about how years just fly. But time don't knock, don't drop a line. And now I'm here, wishing we had more time. Now I call folks a little more, and don't ignore that second door. So if you're thinking about that name, don't wait for rain or Hall of Fame. Pick up the phone, drive down the mile, say what you mean, not just in style. 'Cause one day you'll be just like I, wishing you'd said more before time said goodbye. She folded shirts without a sound, stacked the ones he never found, washed the pan, dried every plate, left his dinner out real late. She didn't slam a single drawer, just swept the crumbs near kitchen floor, taped a box with careful hands, and wiped the fridge with one last glance. She packed quiet like wind through lace, no goodbye note, no last embrace, just silence wrapped in well-folded years, and one last look that held no tears. No suitcases by the gate, just her leaving without the way. Porch light blinked when morning hit, and only her old cup still sat. He found the closet half now bare, and all her perfume gone from air. She packed quiet like wind through lace, no goodbye note, no last embrace, just silence wrapped in well-folded years, and one last look that held no tears, no suitcases by the gate. Just her leaving without the way. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak known is when the door shuts all alone. She packed quiet, but her touch stayed on every frame, each bed she made. He thought she'd shout or break the night, but her goodbye was soft as light. Now he stands where dust won't fight, in a house she left with quiet.
Can't promise I won't get mad, or that I won't say something bad. I might forget the little things, or leave the dishes in the sink. But I can hold you when you cry, and laugh with you when life gets dry. I can show up even when I fall, stand beside you through it all. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. I might not always know what's wrong, or find the words when nights feel long, but I'll be there in quiet ways, in morning coffee and daily grace. I can hold you when you cry, and laugh with you when life gets dry. I can show up even when I fall, stand beside you through it all. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. No map to get us through, but I'll walk this road with you. I can't promise to get us through, but I'll walk this road with you. I can't promise I won't fail, but I'll keep fighting through the gale. I can't be everything you need, but I'll love you honestly. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. I'll try.
bedroom frame on County Lane, leaky roof and window pane, no granite tops or chandelier, but somehow love lived louder here. She stitched the curtains from old sheets, scrubbed the floor till it showed heat, hung up smiles where walls had cracked, and painted hope where paint peeled back. She made the house a home with simple things, a coffee cup, a hymn she'd sing. No marble halls, no garden wall, just laughter loud and narrow hall. And every nail and every tone became pure gold when she made the house a home. She rocked the kids by closet light, turned cold beans into a warm night, wrapped up hurt with one dish rag, and mended dreams in grocery bags. She made the house a home with simple things, a coffee cup, a hymn she'd sing. No marble halls, no garden wall, just laughter loud and narrow hall. And every nail and every tone became pure gold when she made the house a home. Some build with bricks, some build with stone, but she used love and faith alone. She made the house a home, and when she's gone, it's still her voice that leads me on. I sit and pray on kitchen floor, feel her in every open drawer. She didn't rule, she didn't roam, but she changed the world when she made this house a home. Down by the creek where the willow weeps, her voice drifts soft through shadows deep. I close my eyes and see her stand, tending those branches with gentle hands. No words were needed, her heart could show. Each rustling leaf sang what I know. Sunlight filters through emerald leaves, like prayers she whispered on summer eves. I'd sit beneath where her laughter flowed. Now I sit here and feel her glow. Though she's gone on that final road, her spirit lives where the soft winds blow. She whispers through the willow, through every breeze, a lullaby of faith among the trees. Her memory lingers in every sigh, in each trembling branch that reaches the sky. I lean my head on that old board fence. She's still here in gentle suspense. When storms roll in and skies turn gray, that willow sways and I hear her say, hold on to hope, let your heart be still. And I feel her warmth beside that hill. No stone could mark where her prayers go. They live on in leaves of the willow. Sometimes at dawn when light is thin, I swear I feel her breath on my skin. a silent grace among the boughs, a promise kept, she's still around. She whispers through the willow, soft and low, a voice of comfort in ebb and flow. Her love remains where the river's wind and rustling leaves. Her soul I find, though time moves on and seasons go, she whispers still through the willow.
He fixed the fence before the sun, drank his coffee when the work was done, never raised his voice too loud, but when he spoke we all backed down. He'd nod at grace, not bow his head, read the obits while the bacon bled, built the crib then stood outside when Mama cried the first time I cried. Daddy never said too much, but he'd show up with tools and touch. Taught me love ain't always loud, it's in the mud, the sweat, the plow. His I love you was two worn gloves. Daddy never said too much, but it was enough. He called me son and not by name, just like his dad. He did the same, he prayed by fixing broken things and showed his soul in oil stains. Daddy never said too much, but he'd show up with tools and touch. Taught me love ain't always loud, it's in the mud, the sweat, the plow. His I love you was two worn gloves. Daddy never said too much, but it was enough. Now I'm the one who sits out back with coffee steam and hammer cloud. When my boy comes looking blue, I fix the gate and say me too. 'Cause Daddy taught me how to stay without a word, just in the way. And if he wonders what love does, I'll say Daddy never said too much, but it was enough.
The dishes cracked, the voices rose, the front door slammed like April's close. Mama cried, my brother swore, and silence trembled across the floor. Then he stepped in with calloused hands, said it's on me like a simple man. No speech, no fight, no strong defense, just truth dressed up in quiet sense. He took the blame when no swallowed pride for the greater good. He bore the storm, he walked alone, so peace could find its way back home. Not out of guilt or need for fame, just love so strong. He took the blame. At school I'd flinch when trouble came. He'd show up early, sign his name. Boys will be boys, he'd always say, then fix my mess and walk away. He took the blame when no one would, swallowed pride for the greater good. He bore the storm, he walked alone, so peace could find its way back home. Not out of guilt or need for fame, just love so strong. He took the blame. Now I'm a man with kids of mine, and I hear him in the in-between lines. When dinner burns or tempers rise, and silence stands like wounded pride, I'll take a breath, I'll speak his name, and like he did, I'll take the blame. Not 'cause I'm weak or seek acclaim, but 'cause he taught me how love takes blame.
Mama stood in morning sun, clothespins in her hand one by one. White sheets danced in country breeze, and peace was found in things like these. No grand piano, no grand hall, just hymn she hummed behind it all. She never asked for fancy pews, her worship was in daily use. A flannel shirt, a baby's bib, hung beside the life she lived. And while the robins sang their song, she hummed Amazing Grace alone. The hymn she hummed while hanging clothes said more than sermons ever wrote. No spotlight shone, no choir stand, just God and her and cotton land. Each clothespin clapped a soft amen, and faith hung dry in southern wind. Still hear it on the line, that melody of love divine. Through wind and years and summers in, that sacred tune comes back again. The hymn she hummed while hanging
echoes where the white sheet blows. Through all life's storms, her song remains like linen bright after the rains. She worshipped him in humble prose, in the hymn she hummed while hanging close.
Tossed them both in when the summer blew through. A barefoot girl with a rebel grin said, "Let's raise hell," and we both jumped in. Down by the river where the cold water ran, we were raising Cain and holding hands, sipping sweet tea, skipping class, running from the law and burning gas. We didn't know much, but we knew we were free. Back by the river, just her and me. Radio up with a country tune, mud on the tires in the heat of June. Mama said, "Boy, don't you be no fool." But I learned more there than I ever did in school. Down by the river where the cold water ran, we were raising Cain and holding hands, sipping sweet tea, skipping class, running from the law and burning gas. We didn't know much, but we knew we were free. Back by the river, just her and me. But I still go there in my mind, to that muddy bank in the July sky, where we kiss like we never say goodbye. Down by the river where the cold water ran, we were raising Cain and holding hands, sipping sweet tea, skipping class, running from the law and burning gas. We didn't know much, but we knew we were free. Back by the river, just her and me. Down by the river where the cold water ran, we were raising Cain and holding hands, sipping sweet tea, skipping class, running from the law and burning gas. We didn't know much, but we knew we were free. Back by the river, just her and me. Stayed behind, but I still go there in my mind, to that muddy bank in the July sky, where we kissed like we'd never say goodbye. Down by the river where the cold water ran, we were raising Cain and holding hands, sipping sweet tea, skipping class, running from the law and burning gas. We didn't know much, but we knew we were free. Back by the river, just her and me.
Leaves dance soft where she once stood, fields of green beneath the wood.
I close my eyes and feel her near, a whisper carried by the air. No voice I hear, yet still believe her echo lives in the breeze. She'd hum a hymn at break of day as dew-kissed blooms along our way. The wind would join her simple song, like comfort when the nights were long. Now when the driftwood sways the trees, I swear she's humming through the breeze. Her echo lives in the breeze, soft and clear among the leaves. A gentle touch I cannot see still guides my heart and sets me free. Though time moves on and shadows tease, I feel her love in the breeze. Morning light through open pane, sunrise warms this earth again. Birds reply where she had sung, her memory carried on their wings. And in that song on silent seas, I hear her voice in every breeze. Some say she's gone where angels fly, but I sense her near in open sky. No stone can hold what faith achieves. She's alive in every breeze. Her echo lives in the breeze, more than any words could seize. When life feels colder, I can't breathe, I lean into that sweet reprieve. And in each gust through oaks and trees, she whispers still in the breeze.